In a sleepy rural town, somewhere east of the middle, a mysterious phenomenon was causing a great riddle, as in the space of just 1 week, at least 4 deaths had occurred, and the nature of these happenings was completely absurd. So an investigation began to gain the facts of the matter, in a bid to reassure the town from the spread of idle chatter, and a common link was found between all those that had died and was linked back to a factory that made the pork pie. It started on the Monday with Billy, the head pork chopper. He'd worked there over many years and was a dab hand with a trotter. But Billy had a problem, common asthma and allergies. And on this fatal summer's day, he let out one almighty sneeze, the force of which was way too much. He lost his sturdy grip. He watched his cleaver taking flight as through the air it flicked. It landed in between the eyes of poor old Janet Brown, who packed up one last pie with pork before dropping to the ground. The very next day, in Department 6, was Linda from Crusts and Pastry, whose job it was to mix the ingredients to make the outer casings tasty. But Linda had a secret vice. She loved the toxic powder. And after taking way too much, well, her judgment would tend to cloud her. She'd been out to a party and got to work a little high, so to try and make it through the day, she racked up a cheeky line. But instead of snorting crack cocaine, she snuffed the baking soda. The result was catastrophic. The papers called it the head exploder. Finally, a couple of days later, a lovely old couple took a nap, but not before tucking into their favourite daytime snack. They were found by their next door neighbours in a god-awful state, with the remainder of a pork pie left sitting on a plate. The evidence was bagged up to be examined and took away, and Mr. and Mrs. Ashcombe were buried the next day. Cause of death was then returned. Food poisoning was to blame, as not only had they eaten pork, they'd eaten Linda's brain. So the investigation concluded that yes, although coincidental, no foul play was cited, as these deaths were accidental. So the next time that you're chomping on your favourite pork pie, just spare a thought and say a prayer for all those that had died.